Hello and welcome back to another live stream here with K0OTC on the Ham Radio over the Coax YouTube channel. Today we're going to do some parks on the air hunting again. Looks like there's quite a few stations that are spotted right now on 10 meter and 20 meter look pretty busy, but there's also some on 15 and 17 actually has a few as well. So we'll jump in and see what we can hear and see if we can make some contacts. Feel free to use the chat if you've got questions or comments here. Probably start just on 10 meters here. There's a few stations out there that I haven't hunted before, so see if we can get this one. 28343, we've got Whiskey 7 Lima Victor Alpha at US 0204 in California.
I'll give you a 5-9 Hawko in the US 0204 in California. Happy hunting, 73.
Kilo 0 Oscar Tango Charlie.
Kilo Alpha 5 Hotel Echo.
We'll try again here and see if we can get Whiskey 7 Lima Victor Alpha, Lori in California.
Got it. Kilo Alpha 5 Hotel Echo Lima. You're a 5.
It's peaking about a 5.5 or so.
California. Roger, 5-7 in Arkansas. Thanks for the contact and happy hunting. CQ Parks on the air. Whiskey 7 Lima Victor Alpha.
Kilo 0 Oscar Tango Charlie.
Kilo 0 Oscar Tango Charlie. QSL?
QSL, I have you a 5.555 in Minnesota, Mike November.
Roger, the 5-5 in Minnesota. You're 5-2 in Park US 0204 in California.
QSL, thanks for being out there. Have fun. 7-3.
Happy hunting, 73.
All right, so that was a new park for me. US 0204 in California.
CQ Parks on the air. Whiskey 7 Lima Victor Alpha.
I'll get that one logged here, and then we'll move on to another one here on 10 meters.
CQ Proto, CQ
28370. We'll try that one and see. Nope, nothing there. There was someone there earlier. They must have moved on. No worries. There's plenty of stations spotted. We'll see if we can get somebody else here. 28440. Nope, nothing there. I think some of these stations that I'm seeing here on my waterfall are... No, it doesn't look like they are parks spotted on the spot page here. November 3 Romeo.
That's one of the calls.
This one is. We'll see if we can get him. November 3 Romeo Tango. Pretty faint, only about a S3 on the meter here, but got about an S2 noise floor today, it looks like, so might be a little hard to pick this one out, but we'll give it a shot. Oh, I was hearing the hunter, I wasn't even hearing the activator. Now we're probably not going to make that one work today. Let's jump over to... We'll just start at the low end of 20 meter at 14228. There's a park in Colorado, and we'll just work our way up. It looked like there was quite a few activators out on 20 meters. So.
Kilo Alpha 0 Oscar Sierra November 5-9. Go ahead.
QSL, you're 5-7 here in Amarillo, Kansas.
So he's
Okay,
coming
thanks for Kansas. QRZ, November 1 Charlie, Foxtrot Oscar.
Kilo 0 Oscar Tango Charlie.
Kilo 0 Oscar Tango Charlie, I think. 5'9" in Colorado, go ahead.
QSL, I've got you peaking a 5'8", 58 in Minnesota, Mike November.
Alright, thanks for Mike November. QRZ, November 1 Charlie, Foxtrot Oscar.
I was able to jump in the first,
Kilo 7 Victor
get through
Victor.
that pile up on the first time. So I am just running 100 watts here today. That's just running barefoot with the Flex 6500 today. So.
Victor Sierra, 5'9", nice clear signal here in
Into
Colorado.
a DX Commander Classic multi-band vertical antenna.
Roger that, thank you.
Pretty common antenna setup. Here we've got Kilo 2 Bravo Tango Kilo on 14234. But he's down in the noise. I don't think we'll try that one right now. Maybe check back later. It's a few stations on 14237, 238 that are spotted, but there too nothing's showing up. How about 240? No. 247. So must be two operators at US 12085 in Oklahoma. But there too, they're kind of down in the noise. Let's see if we can get somebody else that's maybe a little bit stronger. A little stronger signal maybe might be easier for us.
Roger, Roger, you got it. And I've got you about a 5'5" over here in Sandwich, Illinois.
Sorry, I'll tighten up the filtering a little bit so we're picking up an adjacent station.
73, good luck out there.
Parks on the air. This is Sugar Delta. Mobile standing by.
Kilo 0 Oscar Tango Charlie. So here we've got Alpha Alpha 2 Sierra Delta at US 1610 in New Jersey. He's coming in and peaking about a 5.5 or S5, I should say, on the meter. So we'll see if we can work him here. I was on the radio a little bit earlier before the live stream, and it seemed like the bands were at that point were favorable. So.
Illinois, please stay about for my second operator.
So he's, what did I say, New Jersey? There's somebody right next to him, so.
30 degrees is dropping. I'm going to probably move from here, but it's not that bad. There's no wind.
If I go at 1.8K on the filtering, then it cut out that other station that's next door.
Roger, Roger. I appreciate the contact. Congratulations on your 10 watts. That's unbelievable.
So he's actually sounds decent though. It's just if that station wasn't right there, that would sure help.
73 to you, over.
I'll maybe show you on the filtering just what that's like here. If I can,
Alpha 2 Sierra Delta Mobile. Alpha 2 Sierra Delta standing by listening.
Kilo 0 Oscar Tango Charlie.
Yankee Echo only. Yankee Echo, please come back.
No, he didn't give me.
Yankee Echo.
Yes, 2790 Oklahoma, QSO. Roger, roger. You
Here
are
we've got
5'9" in North Carolina. Good job from
two
the park.
operators
Have
at
fun. 7-3.
US
Hey, 7-3. Could you please stand by?
2790.
I've got a second out for you. Okay, got
On
it.
14281, we got
November 4, Charlie, Lima Yankee.
November Zulu 5 Whiskey and November Zulu 5 Echo.
QSL, you're 5'9" here.
Got them earlier today at a different park, so.
QRP station, please step back. Kilo Charlie 2 Oscar, Mike Go. Yeah, Kilo Charlie 5, QRP station, try again.
Kilo F8, Zanzibar, Honolulu, over.
I got Zanzibar, Honolulu. Is the first part Kilo Echo 8, question mark?
QSL, I have you 5-7, hopefully let us get you, over.
Sound like they had a pretty big pile up going, so I don't know how much
About a
time
4x4
we'll hang around.
coming in
Actually,
today into US 2790 QSL.
there's a park. Oh no, never mind. That's Florida.
Can you still have the second operator here?
Thank you.
14296.
Echo 8.
Nice to hear you. Appreciate the call, my friend. 73. QRSN.
Kilo 0 Oscar Tango Charlie.
Oscar Sierra 5'9".
So we've
Roger,
got
5'9" here in Northern New York. Glad to hear
November
you again
X-ray
today.
9 Tango.
Get you earlier.
I got him earlier at a park. He's must be doing a multi-park rove here today in North Carolina. He's at US 8007 right now in North Carolina.
Yeah, Roger, and thanks for another observation for sure. My pleasure. I'll be at one, maybe two more parks. We'll see if we can.
Well, there you go. He
Thank
just said
you
he's
for
going to be
being
at one or
out
two
there
more
and,
parks yet today after this one. So
Roger.
maybe we can get him a couple.
Thank you. Any DX? Let me listen real quick. Any DX? Any DX for QRP? Who's the park to park?
Jeff, November X-ray 9 Tango.
Okay, I missed the call. Who's the park to park?
He's calling just for DX and QRP, and now he's taking a park to park. So we'll hang around for just a minute here, see if we can work him. Maybe try once or twice before we move on. There's
November X-ray 9
a couple more that are just a little bit higher in the band that I haven't hunted before, so we'll give those a shot. But since I did work him earlier today at a different one, I might see if I can work him again. It's kind of fun to get the same activators multiple times in one day.
Hang on there. Delta Oscar 0057.
Otherwise,
Very good. Thank you so much for the call on the park.
10 meters, you could go back there. There's still quite a few.
My park is US 8.
Actually, before I do that, I'm going to jump over and just show you. So on 17 meter, it's 18, 148. Kilo 0 Oscar Tango Charlie. Kilo 0 Oscar Tango Charlie. Kilo 0 Oscar Tango Charlie. QSL? QSL the 5-5. I've got you a 5-4, 54, Minnesota, Mike November. Looks like there's two of them here. There's Kilo 6 Oscar November Lima, who I was trying to work, and he just got me. I don't know if you heard that, if you picked it up well enough. But then there's also Whiskey 1 Lima Yankee, who's in a different park. They're on the same frequency. I got the one I was trying to work, Kilo 6 Oscar November Lima, so I'm not going to hang around and try and work the other one, but sometimes on 17 and 15 there's just not as many people hunting, so have a little bit better luck there. Here's another new park on
India 5.
15 that I've never hunted, 21-290. Kilo 0 Oscar Tango Charlie. Yeah, it's Kilo 0 Oscar Tango Charlie. Kilo 0 Oscar Tango Charlie. QSL, I have you a 5353 in Minnesota. Thanks for being out there, 7-3. Right, I'll mute that here. It's quite a bit of static on that one. So that was a new park for me. There's somebody else just up a little bit here on... Yeah, I'm probably not going to get that one. 21,366. Nope, nothing there. There's a couple more on 17. Maybe we'll go back there. 18,141.
Thank you very much. Have a great afternoon. That's great.
This is Delta Bravo Golf Coast.
Kilo 0 Oscar Tango Charlie.
Kilo 0 Oscar Tango Charlie. What 5 and 5 here in Colorado?
QSL 55 Minnesota.
Thank you very much for Minnesota. Please stand by for my second operator.
Kilo 0 Oscar Tango Charlie from Kilo Foxtrot 0 India November Echo, heading 55 in Colorado.
QSL, I also have you 55 Minnesota. Thanks for being out there, and 7-3. All right, I'll move off of where they're at there. And I'll mute that so you don't hear that. But, yeah, so there we had 2 operators there. And at US 9665 in Colorado, was able to get both of them in the log here. I'm just adding them to my log, and then we'll move on and see who we can get. Looks like there's a couple more that are in parks on 17 meters. Maybe we'll see if we can make that work before maybe we'll go back to 10 before we try 20 again. There's a lot of activators on 10 meters today, but a few of them are calling DX only. So I did notice that earlier today. So. All right, I need to just get Alpha Bravo 2 Sierra Golf in my log here. Sorry, just give me a minute. I'll get that station logged, and then we'll move up just a little bit more a little bit higher in the band here on 17 and see if we can work a couple more. So that US 9665 wasn't a new park for me, but that's fine. I don't mind working in the parks multiple times. Okay, 18. Actually, there's somebody just right down here. Nope, nothing there. No, we're not gonna. Actually, maybe we will. I'm going to adjust my step because he's... All right, so I just unmuted that, so now you should be able to hear it again. And 18,130.4. Yeah, a lot of... Kilo 0 Oscar Tango Charlie. Kilo 0 Oscar Tango Charlie. Kilo 0 Oscar Tango Charlie. Yeah, Kilo 0 Oscar Tango Charlie. K0OTC over the counter. I've got you a 5454 in Minnesota. Mike November. QSL 54 Minnesota. Thanks for being out there. Have fun, and 7-3. All right, I'll mute that again since there's so much static here on 17. Not a new park for me there either, but a new band. I've never hunted US 8719 on 17 meters, so. And he said I was kind of up and down. 17 meters seems kind of tough right now, so actually here's somebody at 12 meter. We'll try that. The spot's a little old at 24,955. Yeah, there's nothing. The spot is about 10 minutes old. We'll maybe start up on a little bit higher in 10 meters and work our way down. 28,580, nothing. 28,475. No, that doesn't look too promising either. 470, nothing there. 28,435. Nothing. Boy, the stations, I see now a lot of these spots are older. They stay on the POTA.app app spot page for 30 minutes. And if there's no additional spots or, respots, anything like that, they drop off the spot page. So some of these are 10 to 20 minutes old on the spot, so not too surprised that there's nothing there. Yeah, there's no recent spots really on 10 meters. Here, we can go back to 15. There's a station that showed up here that would be a new band for me. But nothing there either. All right, so let's go back to 20 meters. 14,296 was that station we...
Charlie Golf. Good afternoon. Nice to hear you, Edward. 5 and 9.
All right.
Roger, 5-7 in Michigan.
Thanks for 57. That's always good to hear you coming in from Michigan, my friend. 73.
73, my friend. Thanks for being there.
Thank you. QRZ.
Kilo 0, Oscar, Tango, Charlie.
4 Golf Alpha. Whiskey 4 Golf.
So this is Jeff, November
Okay,
X-ray,
Whiskey 4
9
Golf
Tango.
Alpha.
Like I said
Thanks for
earlier, I did
working
work
in there.
earlier today at a different park. I think at that point he told me he was just trying to hit 7 parks today. So.
Yeah, you've done outstanding. This one I know is hard. We don't have a good propagation path right in there.
He's still got that other station right by him like he did just a few minutes ago, but we'll see if we can
Remember X-ray 9 Tango, US 8007.
work him. Kilo 0, Oscar, Tango, Charlie.
Oscar Tango Charlie, what was the prefix?
Kilo 0, Oscar, Tango, Charlie. Kilo 0, I have you a 5-5, Minnesota.
Okay, Tyler, good to hear you again. Thanks for the call and another part. Oscar Tango Charlie, you're 5-7, 57, QSL.
QSL, thanks for another park today. Have fun, and 7-3.
Thank you very much. Appreciate you being out there and giving me another holler. 7-3. This November X-ray 9 Tango, US 8007 in North Carolina. I got time for a couple more at this park before I
All
move
right,
to
so we
QSC
got him
and go to
again
the
here
next
at
one.
another park today. That's always fun.
All start to run together. You found down at this park. What's your state?
Moving to Pearl.
All right, stand by for the this is Kilo Quebec 4 Tango Alpha X-ray 5 down to the park.
Copy the 5-9, you're 5-5, and you're going to call.
Thank you, sir.
Looks like a couple of you are watching right now. If you have comments, questions, feel free to leave those in the chat, and I'll try and get to you there.
Yeah, I recognize that guy. Kilo 0.
So this is the weekend of Hamcation night, February 8th, 2025 here today, and Hamcation's going on down in Florida, so definitely a lot of YouTube channels I've seen doing live streams and shorts and things from Hamcation. All right, we're probably going to have to...
No, thanks for another call.
Yeah, advancing same day. Appreciate it. Timecodes of QSO, Tom. Nice to have you in the mark and enjoy
So this is...
Yeah, you too. Be well. Have a great weekend. K0OTC.
Goodbye. Thank you. Sugar 51 Denmark Extra.
Kilo 0 Oscar Tango Charlie.
Number 0.
Kilo 0 Oscar Tango Charlie.
Number 0.
Kilo 0 Oscar Tango Charlie. Kilo 0 Oscar Tango Charlie.
Kilo Delta 2 Whiskey Bravo left.
Oh, he didn't hear me. So that's Sierra 5-1 Delta X-ray Giannis from Slovenia. I've got him in the log multiple times. He's on the bands quite a bit. A lot of times in the evenings I might hear him on 20 or 40 or something in the early evenings, but he wasn't hearing me there, so I won't hang around any longer than I need to. I recognize his call sign here on the waterfall, so I thought I'd jump over and try and work him quick, but
Victor Alpha 3.
nothing there. I'll switch my step back here in my software. I like having that step at 500 because most stations are either like here like at 270 or 270.5. The majority of stations, not all of them. So I just like to leave it at that. That way, when I've got my mouse over the Smart SDR window here, then I can just use the scroll wheel on my mouse, and then it's just jumping up or down, by that increment.
Tremenda página ahí de QSOs, está linda la página, linda la estación,
SDR
linda la
radio
motora,
is the software just being able to use the mouse wheel to scroll back and forth.
Los aviones, lo tuve un tiempo,
Worry about
y lo último que me quedaba era un juego de isla, ¿no?
move with my mouse.
Ese canal, que sé yo, no me acuerdo ahora, pero casi lo vi regalado ahí.
Alright, let's see where we can go here. 14, maybe 250. Let's see if there's a few stations here.
You're 5'9" into the park. QSL?
QSL, you're 5'9", 73s, and God bless.
So here we've got Kilo Mike 5 Romeo Foxtrot. But he's got somebody right next to him, so this might be a tough one. We'll try it quick, but... And maybe he's going to move. If he knows he's got somebody right there. Yeah, and now I don't hear him calling out anymore. So we try this 14-3... 14. Nope. 14-3-10. Kilo 0 Oscar Tango Charlie. QSL, I've got you about a 5-1-51 you into Minnesota, Mike November. Thanks for being out there. Have fun. 7-3. Get him logged. So right when I clicked over there, I heard him throwing out his call sign. He just showed up on the spot page as well. It just popped up there and with the self spot. So he's just getting started. So good to work him right away. Here's this station. If I can, this would be a new park for me. This is November 1 Delta Juliet Lima. Hey. Oh. There's two stations that are on the spot page on 14-342. This is one of them, Alpha Bravo 0. Echo Zulu, which I have worked that park in Washington,
QSL,
US
I've got you
3211, and then there's
5-3
also
as well. You're
another
into
one on the
Mike
spot
Oscar.
page at US 3112 on the same frequency in Vermont, which I have not worked, but I'm hearing the Washington station. Kilo 0 Oscar Tango Charlie. Kilo 0 Oscar Tango Charlie. QSL, I think there's two of you activating on the same frequency here. I'm trying to work November 1 Delta Juliet Lima. The other station looks like it's Alpha Bravo 0 Echo Zulu. I can hear you both. I've got you both a 5-3, 53 in Minnesota. Thank you both for being out there, and 7-3. So I don't know if I'm going to get in both their logs. I'm going to log both of them. I can hear them both. I threw out my call sign. They both answered me back. I told them I could hear them both. I don't know. And it sounds like one of the two of them just said that they were going to move, so I'm not sure which one it is, and it's fine. Whatever. I'm not going to worry about it. Just playing radio, having fun here. If I don't get in one of the logs for one of the two operators, that's just fine. But whenever I encounter that, and if I can hear both stations, I'll maybe let them know like that if I can get through to, and if they're, especially they're like they were both working me, then I just like to tell them that, hey, because one of them looked like a newer spot, a fresh spot, and they probably just maybe didn't notice it on the spot page or didn't look or something, and just didn't know that someone else is there. They probably presumably can't hear the other operator. So I like to let them know that, hey, it's going to make their activation a lot harder if there's another station that's right there on the same frequency. It just gets really confusing. I've had that happen to me when I've activated both where I was on the frequency first, and then I jumped on there not knowing somebody else was on there, and then somebody told me that there was another activator on the same frequency. So I appreciate it when people let me know when something like that happens, so I try and let others know as well. All right, let's see. Looks like all I've either worked or they're not there. Oh, maybe there's one new one here on 17 meter. Actually, there's a couple. We'll jump back to 17 and see.
Yes, you are a 3-3 Whiskey Alpha.
November 4 Romeo Delta Juliet. Brian, you're 5-5. Alabama.
There's a couple of stations here. This one is in Washington, US 3261. Alpha Charlie 7.
For the correction, I got November 4 Romeo
Papa
Delta
Bravo.
Juliet. Is that correct?
QSL, Brian, 5-5.
You can see those other spots that are on my waterfall.
783 AC7 TV, sir, is good.
Kilo 0 Oscar Tango Charlie.
Kilo 0 Oscar Tango Charlie 59 Whiskey Alpha.
QSL, I have you a 5-7 in Minnesota. Thank you, and 7-3.
5-7 Minnesota. Thank you for all 73 AC7 TV, sir, is good.
All right, so we'll get him logged. And so one thing I started doing on my last live streams, I went back and then I added timestamps for the operators. That way, if they ever get a word that I don't tell them that I'm filming a live stream. I figure most people don't care. So, but if they ever do a search maybe on YouTube for their call sign, it would show up because it would be in the show notes or the description for my video, and then they can just hear what their audio is like if they care to listen to that. So I'm going to start adding those back. It doesn't take that long to just go back through the video and grab the timestamps and put those in the show notes, so then there's just a link where that operator can click right to where they're at in the stream. All right, 18,148. We'll move up just a little bit and see. I don't see anything on the waterfall. Oh, he's way down in the noise. I don't think that's going to work. But this one, this Victor Alpha 6 is actually...
Kilo 8, Oscar, Quebec, QSL?
Negative. Kilo 8, Germany, Quebec.
He's nice and loud here. We'll see if we can work
Germany,
in.
Quebec.
He is at Charlie Alpha 3688.
Into Park Charlie Alpha 3688, QSL.
So we got Victor Alpha 6, Charlie, Bravo, Zulu.
Hey, West Virginia, that's awesome. We had really good propagation today, what I'm getting. Thanks for hunting me down. Victor Alpha 6, Charlie, Bravo, Zulu, over.
Hey, thanks so much. 7-3.
QRZ.
Kilo 0, Oscar, Tango, Charlie.
The Oscar Tango Charlie, come back.
Kilo 0, Oscar, Tango, Charlie. QSL?
Kilo 0, Oscar Tango Charlie. You are a nice signal 5-9 into Victoria, Canada at Park Charlie Alpha 3688. QSL.
QSL, I have you a 5-7. Good signal coming into Minnesota. 57 Minnesota. Thank you, and 7-3.
Thank you, Rod. Shot me down. 7-3. Yours it.
Alpha, India.
All right, we'll get him logged. So, yeah, he had nice,
I got a Whiskey Alpha
nice
1 Zulu
signal
Park.
here into Minnesota. I'm going to maybe switch the views here and just show you. So what I'm looking at gets a little small for you, but I've shown this before in some of my other live streams, but if this is the first one you've seen. So this is what my main monitor typically looks like. I've got a couple monitors here, but my main monitor in the top left is the Smart SDR software that I've been sharing. Below that is the grid tracker call log. Right now I'm monitoring 40 meter and 20 meter FT8. And then on the right is the Parks on the Air spot page. So, and I use the POTA POTA Plus extension. And that gives me some functionality on the website that I wouldn't otherwise have, where I do my logging and everything right within that, where I can just click on QSL over here, and then it pulls that up for me to just click on spot or spot and log. I've got a separate video on that, so I'm not going to go into detail on that, but I'll just show you. I mean, that's what I'm seeing here. I'm just going to refresh the spot page. It does automatically refresh, but every once in a while I just click refresh just to do it on my own too. So we'll see. Maybe now we'll go back to the parks that are showing up with that orange kind of oval here with the numbers in there. Those are parks I've never hunted before. So we can maybe try that. I don't remember if we tried that one. Let's jump over to 14,327. I can click on the QSY. I do have it set up so it will. Oh, he's down in the noise. It will tune the radio to that frequency. He's really down in the noise. I don't think I'm going to be able to make that work. I've got about an S3 noise floor, which is typical for me on 20 meters. That's not uncommon. I'm hoping with a couple different antennas I plan to put up this spring that the noise floor improves a little bit, but I guess we'll see what happens. So here, again, we can see here, we just not that long ago had a couple operators that run the same frequency on, was that 17 meter? I can't remember where we were at. But here we've got something similar. Oh, now one of them just dropped off or moved. Kilo 0, Oscar, Tango, Charlie. Kilo 0, Oscar, Tango, Charlie. Kilo 0, Oscar, Tango, Charlie. QSL? You dropped out on me a little bit, but I'll give you about a 5-1, 51 into Minnesota. Mike November. QSL? And actually, I hunted him earlier on a different band. And the reason I know that, I'll cancel out of here for a second. I'm going to just mute that audio so you're not hearing all that static. But you can see over here on the spot, it's there. it has, SSB on 15 meter. So I did work him on 15 meter, but I'll quick spot and log. And then by doing that, it puts it, I have it set to automatically log to QRZ. You can use desktop logging applications, and I've done that as well, but I have it set to go to QRZ, and then because I quick spot and log, I have this being filtered so it's not showing stations that I've hunted. So then it drops off. All right, let's see. There's a couple operators here on
57 West Virginia.
On 14347. We'll see if we can get in. That doesn't sound too promising there. So we'll maybe try. Kilo 0 Oscar Tango Charlie. Here we've got Kilo Oscar 4 Foxtrot X-ray. Yeah, it's Kilo 0 Oscar Tango Charlie K0OTC QSL. Kilo 0 Kilo 0. QSL 55 Minnesota Mike November. Hey, thanks for the park. Have fun, and 7-3. All right, we'll jump down to see if we can get anyone a little bit lower here on 14. Right now, looking at the spot page, there's only one park that's actually, here's another one, I guess it did just show up. So there's only a couple parks on single sideband that are new parks for me to hunt. And then maybe I could try and do some FT8 here and try and get a couple new parks there as well. I already tried this 18148 when we were over on 17 meter, and that didn't work, so I'm not going to try that one again right now. Sorry about that. Someone's tuning up. I'll move off of there. I'll try that 28377. I can't remember if I tried that when we were over there earlier. Yep, nothing. Not a thing there, so let's jump back to the low end on 20 and just kind of work our way up here. This POTA Plus extension, I don't know if I have talked about that before, but it has a scan feature, and if you click on that, you can actually have it go 3 seconds, 6 seconds, 8, 13, 21, 34, 55. So when you click on that, then it'll just work its way right down this list, and then move, obviously, at whatever time increment you have it set to. It's kind of nice if you're just sitting doing something else, you can just let it scan, and then when it does pick something up, or when the radio does hear something, then you can just jump over and stop the scanning and try and work that operator. So he's at, this is November 7 X-ray, Alpha X-ray at US 9560 in Oregon. I'll try and work him. Kilo 0 Oscar Tango Charlie. Oh, we'll try and work him. He's coming through maybe a 5.5 or so. While I'm waiting for him, I'm just going to look here on the spot page and try and see if there's anyone spotted on FT8 at a park that maybe I haven't worked before. So Kilo Echo 2 Bravo Delta Victor 8 minutes ago on 20 meter FT8. That's a new park for me in New York, but I don't see that one in the call log here. And that spot, since it's 8 minutes old, they've maybe moved on and they're maybe not activating anymore.
Thank you very much, Norway 7 X-ray.
Kilo 0 Oscar Tango Charlie.
Whiskey X-ray 70, please copy 59. Park number.
We'll hang around here and try and work him, and then we'll work our way up through the band. And about that time, it might be time to just call it quits here on the stream for today.
7 X-ray America, X-ray QSOs.
Kilo 0 Oscar Tango Charlie.
Uniform 6 Echo, please come again. QSL, first number Uncle Sam 90560, QSL. I gave you a 53, that is correct.
So you can see there's not really anything even showing up here. I'll bump up the gain a little bit, just see if it helps, you know, real faint in the waterfall here for this. Kilo 0 Oscar Tango Charlie.
Kilo 7, come again?
Kilo 7, get back.
So he's not hearing me at all. We'll try one more time and then we'll move up a little bit.
Thanks for hunting, 7-3. Thank you.
QSL, hey Gabriel, you're 5-5, South Carolina, Sugar Charlie.
Copy the 55. Thanks for the coast to coast, 7-3.
7-3.
Norway 7 X-ray America, X-ray QSOs.
Kilo 0 Oscar Tango Charlie.
Station, you need Kilo, please. Come again.
Kilo 0 Oscar Tango Charlie.
Is that Kilo Oscar Tango Charlie?
Yeah, Kilo 0 Oscar Tango Charlie. K0OTC. I have you a 5555 in Minnesota, Mike November.
55 in Minnesota, please copy 5151, plus number Uncle Sam 90560, QSL.
QSL, thank you for being out there, 7-3.
7-3, thanks for hunting, Norway 7 X-ray America, X-ray QSOs. Is frequency in use? PWX.
All right. So I'm going to go back.
CQ20, CQ20.
So this
Norway,
station,
number 8, Echo Whiskey X-ray. NATWX, CQ. 20 meters. Listening for call, over.
this station is in use. This station is in use.
55 in Utah.
I meant frequency. Oh well.
56, plus number.
I just wanted to let that person know that he did ask if this frequency is in use. Just thought I'd let him know. I said station, but he'll figure it out.
Yes, I like to hang around with you. I'll see what I come up with. I don't know yet, but don't seem to have any problems hearing people right now.
Let's just kind of scroll our way through the band here and see if we can work a few more before we call it quits. 14244, we've got Kilo 9 Yankee Papa in Louisiana at US 10447. Somebody's tuning up.
We'll get you in the logbook another time.
Kilo 0 Oscar Tango Charlie.
Station starting receipt. About a 5 and 5 here into Southeast Louisiana QSL. Thank you for the 5-7. Appreciate you operating QRP. You're doing a good job with that 5 whiskey, over.
Again, this is Kilo 9 Yankee Papa in Louisiana at US 10447. Kilo 0 Oscar Tango Charlie.
Hotel United, please come again.
Kilo 8 Hotel United, and you're 5-7 in Virginia.
We'll try a couple times.
Kilo 8 Hotel United.
You can see on the meter he's about a S5 or so. But good audio coming in here, so we'll try and work him.
November 5,
Kilo 0 Oscar Tango Charlie. Sounds like he's...
the Kilo Charlie station, please stand by. Whiskey 4 station, please come again.
It sounds like he's got a pretty big pile up there. And by Kilo Charlie, I don't know if he was talking about me there, starting Kilo, ending Charlie, but we'll listen and see. Maybe I'll try and...
Virginia, appreciate you shutting me down today, and 73. Kilo Charlie station down there.
Kilo 0 Oscar Tango Charlie.
I thought I
to station ending Kilo Charlie, please come again. Okay, the Kilo 0.
Kilo 0, Oscar Tango Charlie.
Kilo 0, Kilo 0 Sierra, QSO.
No, he still didn't hear me.
Yeah, got you about a 5 and 8 here in the southeast Louisiana. Okay, I'll take the 5-5 in Nebraska. It's kind of a difficult state for me to work. Appreciate you having me down today, my friend, in 73. And hope we get you in the logbook down the road. Kilo 9 Yankee Papa QSO.
Kilo 0, Oscar Tango Charlie.
Okay, station ending Charlie, please stand by. Picked up a Kilo 9 Delta, please come again.
All right.
Yeah, Kilo 9 Delta, X-ray radio.
We'll see. I'm going to bring him down a little bit there. He was probably clipping for you. He's booming in this
I
hunter.
appreciate that, buddy. You're 5'8" in Illinois.
Thanks for 5-8 Illinois. Thanks for having me down today on a Saturday. Hope you enjoy the rest of it.
73.
Station ending Charlie, if you're still up, please come again.
Kilo 0, Oscar Tango Charlie.
Kilo 0, Oscar Tango Charlie. Got you about a 5 and 6, 5 and 6. That's 5 and 7. 5 and 7 in the southeast Louisiana.
QSL 5-5 Minnesota. Thank you for being out there in 7-3.
Yeah, appreciate the guys coming to Minnesota. Minnesota, it seems like you got a little bit of a pipeline between us today. I've been at 2 parks and a number of contacts. Appreciate you shutting me down, my friend, and 73 Kilo. On the QRZ.
Whiskey 9, Mike, Uniform, Quebec.
Well, that wasn't so bad. I didn't have to throw up my call sign too many times. I was able to get into his pileup. He sounds like he still has quite a few stations calling him. But... All right, let's move on up the band just a bit. See who else we can maybe get here this afternoon. It's a Saturday today, so it tends to be a lot of activators on the weekends in the United States. Move on up a little bit higher, 14,281.
Here, you're 5x9 in Oklahoma, QSL.
Now this is the 2 that I just ordered.
Have a great weekend, 73. November Zulu 5, Whiskey 2, RZ.
Kilo 0, Oscar Tango Charlie.
Whiskey 4 station, please.
Yeah, it was just before. Earlier on the stream, I know we were listening in to this one a little bit. I did work them earlier today, but that was before I started the stream.
Could I let you talk to my second operator? Stand by for a second.
Actually, looking at my log, that was yesterday I worked them.
Hey, thank you. Whiskey 4, Papa India. This is second operator November Zulu 5 Echo. You're 5'9" into the park QSL.
There's a couple new stations that showed up on 10 meters. I'll throw out my call one more time here for this. The 2 activators here on 14,281 before. Kilo 0, Oscar Tango Charlie.
X-ray Radio Echo America.
The big pileup.
Sir, station ending Oscar Tango Charlie. Come back.
Oh. Kilo 0, Oscar Tango Charlie.
Kilo 0, Oscar Tango Charlie. You are 5x9 into US 2790 Oklahoma QSL.
QSL, I have you a 5757 Minnesota, standing by for your second.
Good afternoon, Kilo 0, Oscar Tango Charlie. This is November Zulu 5 Whiskey. You're 5x9 this afternoon in Oklahoma, QSL.
QSL 57 Minnesota. Good to work you today. I worked you both yesterday. Thanks for being out there in 7-3.
Yep, thanks for hunting us down again. 73, November Zulu 5 Whiskey, QRZ.
I'll mute that audio here for just a second when I'm logging, so you're not listening to their pileup, but they've got a pretty big pileup. Now I will jump over to 10 meters once I get both of these 2 logged here. And they're both showing up on the spot page individually. Sometimes operators will spot themselves that way. Other times they won't. Doesn't really matter. Either way, I can use the Poda Plus extension and log them either way, individually or together. And then just put both call signs in the screen at one time. All right, so 28, 423. We're going to try that just because it's a new park. Try and hit the new parks first if I can. And nothing there. So just this morning, I was looking on the Pododot app page and on the top hunter list. And as of this morning, I moved into the number 50 spot. I think there was like 44,500 that are showing up on that hunter page. And I'm tied with the person who's in 51. So I'll say I'm tied for number 50. But that was kind of fun to see that I was able to move into that 50-51 spot, kind of a tie at 51 there. So again, I do try and look when I'm looking on the spot page for try and work the parks that are new to me first. That way, not only can I then focus on the ones that I've never hunted before, which is fun for me, but then also, if there's people that are trying to work some of these other parks or these other operators and they've never worked them before, it gives them an opportunity to break in instead of me getting into a pile up and I've already worked that before. And not to say I don't work parks or hunt parks I've never hunted before. I've been doing a fair amount of that here even yet today on this live stream. But all right, I'll unmute the audio again and let's jump over to maybe go back to, I'm just looking on the spot page again to see if there's anything new here. Kind of catches my eye. Jumps out as a new one, but it really doesn't look like there's much. Here's one. 24,960. That one's a little bit older spot. Yeah, there's really nothing new right now, but that's all right. Maybe that's a sign. It's a good time to bring the stream to an end here today. One last look at the top end of the 20-meter phone section of the band. Work our way maybe from the 14,350 down to 14,300 or something and just see the stations that are spotted there. There's a few stations that are in that section. So this is, who do we have? Whiskey 3 Kilo at US 3023. Whiskey 3 Kilo in Texas. Kilo 0 Oscar Tango Charlie.
Kilo Golf 4 Echo X-Ray Yankee.
Kilo Golf 4 Echo X-Ray Yankee 59 Texas US 3023 Whiskey 3 Kilo.
Yeah, thanks for the 5.9. You're about a 5.7 every day, Victor Alpha.
Thanks for Victor Alpha,
Kilo 0 Oscar Tango Charlie.
Kilo Golf 4 Romeo Golf Charlie 59 Texas US 3023 Whiskey 3 Kilo.
Roger, you're a 5.9 in North Alabama. Thank you very much. Have a good day. 73.
736 North Alabama, QSOs.
Kilo 0 Oscar Tango Charlie.
4 Delta 59 Texas US 3023 Whiskey 3 Kilo.
I just changed the WSJTX here for slice speed to be 17 meter 18100. I noticed Alpha Delta 0 Alpha is showing up on the spot page here, or excuse me, on the waterfall, showing up on the spot page at a park in Tennessee. And that's Russ. He's an operator from Minnesota, my home QTH, Minnesota, and here he is. I'm going to try and work him real quick. He's coming in at plus 13 here. But I try and work him whenever I can. Oh, looks like I maybe need to restart sometimes. So here that happens not that frequently, but every once in a while. So you can see nothing is showing up on there. And sometimes I need to turn off the in the DAC software. Let me switch views here for you so you're seeing what I'm seeing. This is just the software that sets up the virtual audio streams with input and output for Flex radios. It starts, I have mine set to start up automatically when I start Smart SDR. Every once in a while, I mean, it does not happen that often, but that'll happen where I'll click on the call roster, on a call sign in the call roster, and the radio, it won't actually trigger it to send a signal, so I just stop the slice B. I just click this number 2 here and shut it off and then turn it back on.
Charlie Tango, got it.
You
Thanks
can
so much for Connecticut.
see the waterfall here for slice B for 17 meter.
Whiskey,
I'm going to just actually pick a spot that's open here, and we'll see if he shows up. And sometimes that's all it takes, is just a matter of just turning off the audio in the DAX software and then just turning it right back on, and that works just fine.
Thanks for the park, 59 Tennessee.
Rarely do I actually have to close out of the software and reopen it, but it can happen. Yeah, see, that worked. So now it's working just fine. It could be something with the streaming software and everything too today, just with the different audio streams.
Kilo Oscar 4, Golf, Sierra, Mexico.
I'm gonna look and see.
All right, thanks for South
Okay, my time looks decent, and it should be because this computer is
59 Texas, US 3023,
set to
3
sync
Kilo.
with some internet time sync server, so it should be good. But I'm going to try and work him, and that might be the last QSO here. I'll mute the audio from that activator that you're hearing come through. So anyway, yeah, we'll see if I can get this one to finish. But yeah, I've worked him. Oh, yep, there he came back to me and gave me a plus 13. And I had him at a plus 13 until I restarted that software, or the DAX stream, and now he is showing up as a -3 is what I'm sending him right now. But we'll see if I can get him in the log. It looks like I've worked him, according to the Parks on the Air page here, by his call sign, 63 times is, it looks like I've hunted him before, or total QSOs with Alpha Delta 0 Alpha Alpha. So, but again, it was a new park for me, so I just happened to notice that, so I thought I'd try and get him here. And I'll click OK on the WSJTX screen, and then I have it set to log it, so if I come over and just click on list here, there it shows up right away. So most of these are, well, actually, I guess the stream's been going for about an hour, so kind of from here on up. That was the very first one, Whiskey 7 Lima, so right at 20 QSOs. That did include those 2 call signs that were on the same frequency. I'm not sure if I'm going to show up on both of theirs or not, but on both their logs. But either way, I logged them in my log just in case if they want a confirmation, they'll get it from me, because I did throw out my call sign, they answered back my call sign, and then I answered back to both of them at the same time and told them that I heard both of them. So, but yeah, and then if I just refresh the spot page here, then he'll drop off. Alpha Delta 0 Alpha Alpha dropped off. The only other one is this Kilo Echo 2 Bravo Delta Victor. We talked about that one earlier, and that's 27 minutes ago, that spot. So maybe there's somebody on CW I can show you. Why don't I do that real quick on this stream? I don't know if I've shown that on a stream before. So there are a few stations out here. We'll maybe try the one in Tennessee. So if I'm going to click QSY, and I have it set with the flex, so you can see it changed slice A here. It set the mode to CW. And then it should, Slice Master should be set. Maybe I have that disabled right now. Yeah, I have it disabled, but I'm going to set this to be by mode, and then because the radio is in CW mode on Slice A, it will open up Slice Master. Slice Master, I'm not sure how well this is gonna work. It may not work well when I'm running all the streaming software and 2 instances of WSJTX. Yeah, it's not even showing up here. Normally you can see, and it decodes the CW signal, but it's not showing it up like it should be. Here's what we'll do. I'm going to set this to just be CW I have a profile set up in the Flex Radio Smart SDR software to just be CW, and we'll see if it'll show up now. I'm not sure that it will, but we'll try it here and see. Yeah, it's still not working, and so normally the software works just fine. I would say this is just because I'm running all the streaming software and everything right now, and doing a recording of everything as well. But normally you see that the dits and the DAs show up in this waterfall. Of course, I have the waterfall up here as well, which I can make that a little bit bigger if we wanted to. But and if I sped this up to a better rate right now, it looks like it's going pretty slow. And if I zoom in just a little bit, we can get kind of a little bit better view of just this station. Maybe I'll try a different one. 14044. There's another. I don't have it set so you're not hearing right now, but I'm hearing it in my headphones here, and it's coming through nice and clear. I mean, you can see on the meter it's anywhere from a S5 to an S9 for these two operators that are having a QSO right now on CW. But that is nice with the Smart SDR software to have the different profiles, like I said. So I've got somewhere these are my labels that I've assigned to them, but one single sideband 2 FT8, one single sideband 3 FT8s, 4 FT8s at one time, 3 FT8s at one time, a CW and 2 FT8s. So I can just click into these, and then I have some that I labeled as like day and night, where then it sets. So for instance, this is one I labeled day is single sideband 20 meter and FT8 on 20 meter and 40 meter, which is actually very similar. If I click on the one I have as number 1, that is 20 meter single sideband on slice A, and then 40 and 20 on slices B and C. I typically leave slice D available for myself to use either on my phone or my iPad with a Smart SDR software on those devices. That way I can do CW, I can do FT8, I can do single sideband or something from my phone. One more look real quick before we shut it down and see. Oh, here there is actually a new park right here. I'll unmute that. A new park in Delaware. We'll try and work.
You got it. Fantastic. 7-3, my friend. Thanks for hunting. 73. Thanks for asking. Take care. KC3 QSOs. Keep you further. Delaware.
Kilo 0 Oscar Tango Charlie. So he said station ending Charlie will get me next, so he must have been able to pick me out of that.
Thank you for activating, sir.
So hopefully I'm the Charlie station that he heard. Kilo 0 Oscar Tango Charlie.
Kilo 0 Oscar Tango Charlie. You're 5-7. Good audio.
QSL, I have you a 5-7 Minnesota. Thanks for being out there, and 7-3.
7-3. Thanks for hunting. QRZ.
All right. Hey, that worked out well. I clicked over and got into that one right away. And that's a new park for me. Now I have less than 20 parks in Delaware yet that I've never hunted. Since we had such good luck there, we'll see. Yeah, and it looks like all these other stations, those call signs and frequencies all look familiar. We've been trying to get those, or we tried earlier on those, so I'm not going to try those again.
November 9, Golf Sierra November.
I'm going to just one last look and see if there's any call signs that I recognize. that I maybe want to try and work real quick before we put an end to the stream here for today.
November 9, Golf Sierra
No,
November.
nothing really jumps out at me other than Kilo Echo 8 November Hotel. I have 32 QSOs. I'll try there. I think I tried that one earlier.
Thank you.
I don't think I got through, but
Kilo Charlie 5,
yep, nothing there. I'll mute that. All right, well, I'm going to put an end to this stream. I appreciate those of you who watched it live. Look like there were a few of you in there. And if you're watching it on replay later on, appreciate that. It'll be in the live stream playlist. There's other live streams. I'll go back and do some time code stamps in the description for the stations that I worked. It looked like we had about 20 or 21, I suppose we ended at. So I'll go back and try and do some timestamps on the ones that are better audio. If they're not real great audio, I won't do a timestamp on them. I don't want to waste people's time with that. But if it's decent audio and you can make out the other operator, then I'll do some timestamps there for everybody. So, but thanks for watching. I appreciate it. I've got some other videos planned. Want to do some antenna videos, some how-to things. I'm going to do a Parks on the Air loadout, what I've got currently for a winter loadout here, and then I'll try and keep doing like one live stream a week where people can join in. I didn't schedule this one. I have scheduled them in the past. This one I just had some free time today, so I thought I'd jump on. It looked like there were a lot of stations spotted, so I thought I'd jump in and work a bunch. So anyway, with that, I'm going to say 7-3. This is Kilo 0 Oscar Tango Charlie. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, all that kind of stuff. And 7-3s.